Hey everybody, Todd Cooperider here from ESOTERIC. Here to do a video today on how to apply tire dressing, and we're featuring the Jescar Tire and Trim Protectant. But this is more than a video just about the product itself because the process is so important. And it's not just about putting it on an applicator and putting it on a tire. We want to walk through the steps you need to take to get the most out of it. And that starts with proper tire cleaning beforehand. You know, it may be a while since you've cleaned the tires. Maybe you're changing, tire dressing that you're going to be putting on it. If you're just trying the Jescar for the first time, you want to make sure and get the tires clean as possible. Now, these tires right here aren't all that dirty. They're relatively new, but you get some tires, it's been a while, or maybe they had some previous tire dressing, they've gotten all brown. We want to get that stuff off as good as we possibly can so that we have a nice clean surface for our tire dressing to bond. So the first part of this, I'm going to go through some quick steps on cleaning it using the Geon tire cleaner. I'm going to put a link above to a video we've got on that, take into more details. So what we're going to do to start out is I'm just going to liberally spray this onto the entire tire surface. And I'm going to usually let it set for a couple of minutes, and you'll be able to see it'll start to turn brown and everything coming off of the tire. Once it's sat for a couple of minutes, I'm going to come back with a stiff brush, and I am going to make sure I get it clean really well. In any areas, where I've got letters and things, I'm going to spend a little extra time to make sure all of that is completely cleaned up. Well, you're going to do that on the entire process. You don't want to watch me clean an entire tire. We're going to rinse this off. We're going to take the show back inside. We're going to go into the application of our Jescar. Okay, now we've got our car back inside. You can see we've got it all dry. That's one of the important parts of this process. We cheated a little bit and use our big boy dryer. Highly recommend having one of those. But anyhow, get it clean, get it dry. Now we want to apply our tire dressing. And here it's really simple. I'll shake it up a bit. And this isn't quite a gel, but it's thicker than a regular liquid. And I'll put a bit extra on my applicator just to start here. And I'll get it spread around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work it into the surface. A lot of times people are a little bit too quick about just applying it, but there's a lot of little cracks and crevices in the tire that you want to make sure that you get completely. I'll put a little bit more on here. There's a little bit extra that gets built up in some of these cracks and crevices. That's fine. We've got a way that we're going to address that here in a bit. But I'm going to also go up onto the tread a little bit, not completely over into the nasty, dirty area, because as soon as you pull it out, you're not going to see that. But I want to make sure that I get this worked in really well. And then in some of these areas here, they can be pretty aggressive, how deep they are. I want to work that as much as I can to make sure that my dressing is all the way in there. I'm going to repeat that process all the way down through. And another thing that you can do, sometimes you have this lip that is between the rim and the tire. And I can go up in there and I can work that as well to make sure that looks good. And then I'm going to come back, any little extra that I got on my rim, I'm going to clean that off. Okay, here's one of the things you want to do. I said you've got some extra that you're going to have in there. I'm going to do all four wheels on the car. I'm going to let it set for about 10-15 minutes before I come back. That gives it a chance to set up a little bit on the tire. You can, work glass, you can work exhaust tips or whatever in the meantime while you're letting this set up. Now, the trick is once I'm done, I keep these black towels around for dirty areas like this. I'm never going to use these on paint. I'm going to come back and I'm going to lightly buff everything off, and that's going to give me a chance. Any of that extra that was in there, if it's still there, I'm going to be able to wipe that off, and I'm going to be able to spread that around, let everything completely blend in. Now, if I take this off here, which I might not be able to get to with my gloves on, I'm going to take this off. That way we get kind of a view of the difference before and after. Like I said, this tire is in pretty good shape. It's pretty new. It's not going to make a huge difference, but you can see with the Jescar, it provides a nice satin finish to it. If you're looking for something that's really glossy, this isn't going to be it. Here at Esoteric, we don't like putting extra glossy stuff on tires. We want something that just looks black and new. That's exactly what this provides, as you'll be able to see from here. Okay, we talked about the Geon tire cleaner earlier. We're going to link you to that video next so you can learn more about it. As always, we appreciate you hanging out with us here on the Esoteric channel. Thanks, and we'll look forward to seeing you on our next video.